Goddess of war and wisdom. Does it please you, I wonder?
Need something, statesman?
I have been injudicious. I overindulged at her.
Who is the woman?
Let's just say she isn't someone I should have been writing letters to.
You want me to kill her?
Yes, I want her dead.
I'll handle this.
You're doing me a service.
Leave it to me. This area will be well defended.
Ah, a customer. If I can help you again, let me know.
You must be the one Pericles sent.
I am. He said there was an ostracism vote, but didn't tell me what I'm here to do.
Of course he didn't. That's what I'm for.
If someone is exiled, can they return?
If they do, they'll be punished.
What does someone have to do to be ostracized?
Anyone seen as a threat to the city or the people is enough. And then it is up to the vote. Some have been ostracized for simply...
What's my role in this?
The votes have already been cast. We don't have long before they're counted. Take the ostraka in this bag and exchange them with the ones...
You want me to rig the ostracism?
Pericles does. And he has his reasons, I'm sure. Bring me the bag you took from the room and out...
No one will see me go in. Goods from all over the Greek world. You wouldn't think the city was besieged by an army of Spartans.
Πώς διαφύγεις μετά την του.
What the?
The chance! Where are they going? You're getting out of this! You won't get away! Somebody stop them! I don't believe it. Didn't get far.
I don't want to be spotted here. That should do it. I should let Pericles' contact know. Let's see the Athenians win now. It's done.
You work quickly.
What are you going to do with them?
Dump them in a well. Ah.
I apologize for the delay. There was evidence someone attempted to... Don't worry. The Ostraka are all accounted for. The votes were counted, and Anaxagoras is...
Be slow to fall into friendship, but once you do, continue firm and constant. It will be more difficult for me now that Anaxagoras must leave Athens. We were quite close, although he and Pericles were much closer. It's strange, Pericles wasn't here today to defend him.
Would Pericles normally defend someone?
A good friend? Of course. Yet, Anaxagoras seems pleased with the result.
You said you were close.
He was like a mentor to me. Many of my best thoughts came to fruition through our conversations.
Who are you?
Ask anyone and they'll tell you Socrates. But a name gives you nothing. Our actions determine who we are, and
My name is Cassandra.
And still, I don't feel I know you. Perhaps I can find out who you are and...
You want to know me?
Knowledge is the one good in this world. Surely...
Of course. Knowledge drives everything I do.
Then we are the same and...
Knowledge of when to attack, what weapon to use, or when to use reason.
We seem to put our love of knowledge into practice.
I use it how I need to.
You are clearly someone who would do whatever you feel is necessary. Perhaps for drachmi?
That describes a lot of people.
I suppose I'm curious why you did it. How could I not be when you're the reason my friend is being forced...
I did what I was asked to do.
And your needs are greater than those of the man you helped ostracize. Still, you raise a fine point. Who is more responsible? Anaxagoras for getting himself mixed up in this?
I'm not responsible for his actions. I have one thing to think about, my own.
Then I hope you also think about today, about Anaxagoras, about choice.
Socrates! There you are.
Here I am.
You're late. They're all waiting for you.
I wish to see Anaxagoras' fate, and so I have. Well, it seemed our conversation is at its...
I wouldn't know.
Τι γίνεται? I should try to stay out of sight. Easy. That will get me noticed by the bounty hunters, no doubt. What's going on? Fighting me will be your last mistake! I'm lost! I see that! Όποτε στρέχετε!
Anything you need help with today?
Cursed bandits made off with all the drachmi for my play. How am I to pay for the scene decorations now?
So you want me to give you some drachmi?
Yes, any drachmi you can give helps.
Here you go.
Αληθώς τούτος. Τι έστι τούτο?
You. Have you killed her?
She's no longer your concern.
Nicely done, my friend. Please, take this as thanks.
You're strong, capable, and obviously resourceful.
For all I've gained here, I still long.
Σκύλαν και χάρη την όψη.
Come on.
Help me! Please, someone! By the gods! Why did it have to be snakes? If you leave, these snakes will kill me! Get me out of here! Blessed be the god that sent you here. I'd have been eaten alive if it weren't for you.
I don't think they'd eat you.
But they would have certainly killed me. So thank you.
I'm always happy to help someone in need.
The world could do with more like you.
Pericles sent me. He was worried about you. You often get tied up and surrounded.
How can you joke about this? Thugs broke into my home, dragged me here, tied me up and surrounded me with these hideous creatures.
The snakes?
The thugs!
Why would anyone do this?
Politicians are easy targets in these troubled times. When they tied me up, they said I was a snake. That I should...
Did you recognize the people who did this?
Pericles asked me to go down to the fishing district and talk with the poor and sick, to give them hope. That's how I recognized...
Oh, yes.
They threw rotten food and yelled insults at me. These thugs disguised their faces, but their voices and the stench of fish...
Where should I look?
I couldn't see their faces, but I recognized their voices from one of the districts I visited. They're regulars at Cleon's rallies. They
I'll track them down, Metiojos. Don't worry.
Tensions are high right now. At this rate, we'll tear each other apart within the...
Ποιος εμέ περιπέζει.
Πάυσε.
Part of Athens I doubt Pericles is proud to talk about. There has to be a clue around here somewhere. Snakes. Like the ones that were meant to kill Metiojos. Snake bites. And someone hid the body. Though I have a feeling this death was an accident. It looks like the thugs who attacked Metiochos weren't the masterminds behind this plot. This must be the house of Metiochos' attackers. But the letter proves they're just tools in someone else's plan. Whose?
What the fuck are you doing sniffing around my house?
You attacked Metiochos. I found the snakes, the letter from your friend, and a body. All here.
Ah, Boraktis. We all knew the risks. Change don't happen without a bit of blood being spilled.
Why kill Metiochos with snakes?
We're prisoners in our own city, because of Pericles and his crooked friends. The snake dealer told us it's time to send a message.
You can't take the law into your own hands. Now...
Cleon says it's time we took the city back from the elite. Time to fight. Don't matter what you do to us.
I know someone gave you those snakes. They used you.
He's a real hero of Athens. No puppet of Pericles is going to stop him.
Tell me what I want to know, or I'll cut you down right now. Your cause will...
All right, all right. He's got a camp just outside the...
It's not too late to make a difference, but we have to work together.
Maybe you're right. You didn't have to show us mercy. But where do we start?
Start here. This district is your home. Ignore the politicians and concentrate on...
Thank you. We will...
I need to rid Athens of this snake seller.
Τι λαμβάνει η χώρα? Back up, Mistios. You're too close.
I should be careful.
So you're looking for a
High
fight?
security here.
Why are you here?
You'll feel the sting of my venom. I'll end you, Mistios.
Stupid bird.
Lucian! You can't stop me. Help! It burns!
His death should keep friends of Pericles safe.
Better! I'll gut you! You bitch!
Looks like your situation's improved since we last met.
The danger has passed for now. But while those monsters are out...
A group of fishermen tied you up. They were being used by a snake dealer, working for enemies of Athens.
What did you do with them?
I showed them the error of their ways and sent them on their way.
I'm glad no blood was shed. But how do you know...
I made it very clear that doing...
Well, that must have been a terrifying experience for them.
That's everything Pericles wanted. Time to return to him and find out what these Athenians know about my mother. Anything you need help with today?
My brother takes credit for all my writing.
Siblings can be...
I could send him something bad to read. Then everyone would laugh at him. But is that...
I'm supposed to deliver...
Exactly.
You can count on me.
You're a true...
May the fates be on...
We'll be watching you, Miss Dios. At least give them a welcome. Fine.
Cassandra, it's you!
Phoebe!
You promised we'd see each other again, and now we have.
I also said, stay out of trouble.
Which I have. Okay, almost out of trouble.
How did you even get here, Phoebe?
Well, I did make some drachmi working for Marcos.
So you paid someone to bring you to Athens?
Not exactly.
Phoebe...
I needed a drachmi for when I arrived. I couldn't use it all to leave, and I didn't want to wait any longer. So I sneaked on a ship.
I just can't believe you made it.
I don't remember much of Athens from when I was a baby. But every once in a while, something...
I can't believe you're here.
Me either. I can't believe we both made it to Athens.
But what are you doing here?
I'm here to get you ready. I have to make sure you leave all your weapons and change into these clothes.
So you somehow work here? For Pericles?
No, for Aspasia.
I don't understand why I have to change.
It's just what you do here. I felt weird at...
And my weapons?
Don't worry. I'll take care of them. You don't want to...
Well... How is it you're working for...
Well, I did get into a little bit of trouble after I got to Athens. I may have been a leader of a small group of orphans that tried to cheat Aspasia.
And you convinced her to hire you?
No. She asked me on her...
That was lucky. I think I'm ready to go in.
You can't. Not like that, anyway. The Athenians like it best when you try to fit in.
I'll get changed. Promise you'll take care of my things?
Yep. Leave your weapons in the corner, and I'll come back when you're done.
I feel uncomfortable in this.
Now you look like everyone else.
You say that like it's a good thing.
It is. If you want them to take you seriously...
Is that everything?
You're all ready to go in. Don't worry. You've done scarier things than this.
I'm struggling to think of any right now. Are you sure I can't keep just one weapon with me?
No weapons. Now hurry and go in. Oh, and don't leave without saying bye. You just got here. You can't leave already.
Here, Cassandra. The mighty mercenary and traveler had...
Herodotus! Athenians have no problem letting me know when I'm not welcome. It's a relief to see your friendly face.
Don't let the company hear...
I won't.
Pericles is no king. He needs these guests to love him so that the people love him. And they, in turn, need Pericles.
Do you really think these people will help me?
They will if you get them to trust you. and you've wisely dressed for the occasion. Appearing trustworthy, they may not look it, but this group holds the way to the future on the tip of their opinionated tongues. Ah, Sophocles and Euripides, for example. Two of the most celebrated playwrights to date. No one can throw stones as far as they can.
He's a writer of comedies, of all things. Comedies, Euripides.
I've heard of Sophocles. In my line of work, it pays to know who the richest and most famous men are.
Hermippos has also written his fair share of comedies.
You should drink more.
Lately, his attitudes have garnered him more notice than his works. However, the fellow beside him, Protagoras, is a sophist
Inviting Socrates seems like a good way to ruin everyone's night. I'm surprised they would let him in the door.
Oh, don't let Socrates get under your skin. At least he wore shoes for the occasion. And the poor thing gesticulating like an ape is Thrasymachos. If you listen closely, you'll notice he and Socrates are actually arguing.
That isn't...
Where is Pericles?
Oh, he never attends his own parties.
Vile Socrates! Always appearing where I least expect him. Warrior, protect me from his amorous gaze.
Let's not... So, tell me, what...
This party could be fun. Alcibiades drinks like a Spartan.
If I could suggest anything, please don't start a fight. Or...
Thank you, Herodotus.
Now, if you'll excuse me, Pericles is here somewhere, and I need to prepare him.
Agreed. Pericles needs to know.
I hope they know something about your mom.
Me too.
A new face in Pericles' abode! Ha! That in itself is a remarkable thing.
I am called many things. It isn't one of them.
What do you call yourself, then? Creature of many names?
Cassandra.
I wouldn't peg you as a Cassandra, but never mind. I'm Aristo... Oh, go on. Introduce yourself.
I'm Euripides.
For a playwright, you're not much for words.
Good men lead quiet lives, as old Euripides likes to say. Now, if you'll excuse us, I was just about to dazzle this old...
The man is your host.
Under every stone hides a politician, I always say. And
Yes, you come and talk to this infuriating airbladder. I've had my fill.
Perhaps later. First, explain to me your point again.
I suppose you've come in here to mock me for my fight.
I've seen lots of fights. That wasn't one.
I really made a fool of myself this time, didn't I? I'm Sophocles, though I'm sure... You knew that. And you are?
I am looking for information that'll help me find someone. A Spartan...
A Spartan woman in Athens. Sounds intriguing. Though, if you expect me to... You could talk to Euripides. He's the second most worldly man here. That pediculous Xanthodontus exophthalmic Morosov.
I have no idea what that meant.
No, you don't.
You want to get Euripides drunk? Are you hoping he's gonna make an even bigger scene than you did?
Ha! We both know that's not possible.
All right. If nothing else, this part...
You need to pick the right wine for this task. The kitchen should have what you need. Let me know when Euripides...
How do you know Pericles?
I believe you mean to ask me, how does Pericles know you? I'm the greatest dramatist in the land, mentor to Euripides.
I'm sure it's a real honor to have you hiding in his kitchen. You're awfully worked up over Euripides.
I'm never just anything, foreigner. Though I confess, Euripides and I hold a bond deeper than brotherhood.
I'll get the wine.
Wonderful. Now, if you want some friendly advice, Aristophanes cannot stand sweet wine.
It wouldn't be a party without someone losing their stomach.
Save for that arrogant playwright. I don't see many distinct...
I'm here for your sweet wine.
Yes, take it. But get out of my kitchen. I'm very busy, you know.
It's come back for more. Care to see my impression of Protagoras? I call it the flap...
I'm sure she wouldn't.
When I need to relax, I start a fight. For you, though...
Quickly! Bring him some wine so that he might...
After my argument with Sophocles, I think I'd rather keep my head clear.
I'm only here because I'm searching for someone.
And yet it gave us the distinct impression it was here to fill...
You and Aristophanes could both use a drink. Let's play a game.
A competition?
Ah, wonderful idea. Euripides seems quiet.
Well, if you brought us some wine, I wouldn't be opposed to showing this young one how we are.
Why don't you just apologize to Sophocles?
It's he who should apologize.
Sophocles is a friend, and one good friend is worth an entire family.
Pericles has invited all of you here for some reason.
Either we dine here and praise Pericles, or we dine with Cleon. But Cleon has all the charm of a typical politician.
Let's conjure Dionysos, shall we?
This is pure swill.
Amateur. In my day, this would be considered nectar of the gods.
Ready for more?
Yeah, I can hardly stomach this pig's piss.
I could outdrink both of you with one hand. Let's have some more.
You ready for another?
This wine is terrible.
I like you. Who brought...
I brought myself. I'm on the trail of a woman.
Fled? Why?
She lost 2 children. She had no choice.
She fled to heal a broken heart. Euripides, right?
I've heard Spartan mothers go to a sanctuary in Argolis to beg Asclepios...
After what she went through, I'm not sure she'd trust priests.
Then she sought my friend, Hippocrates. He's a physician, best of the best. He still keeps his office in...
I love getting drunk and singing. Come back if you want to sing with me.
I'll think about it. Hippocrates in Argos. Here I come.
How's Euripides? Drunk, I hope.
You can stop hiding in here. Evripidis won't notice you coming out.
Hiding? Heed this. War has come to Athens. First they take our homes, then they... If you see Pericles, tell him I said thank you for...
Someone's being hurt. Open this door or I'll kick it in!
Don't mind her. She likes to watch. Ooh. Look at you. Such authority. Such...
It sounded like someone was in pain.
Well, it can sometimes be hard to distinguish between sounds of pleasure and pain. Had I known you were going to...
I thought this party was tame, even by Athenian standards.
Let them have their meeting of the minds.
Ali, we're out of oil again.
Ali?
You know they like you when they give you a pet name. There's more olive oil in the kitchen, but as...
You mean naked?
It sounds...
I come bearing gifts.
We're saved! Today, these women...
Time for some fun. You'll have to help me strip off the...
Gladly. If...
There's another goat?
Ooh.
Now, it's time for you to help me, Ali. I'm looking for someone.
All business right until the end.
Focus. I'm looking for a woman who fled Sparta a long, long time ago.
Fled Sparta? No one flees Sparta. But let's pretend she did. If she were stupid, she'd be dead. If the smartest and most...
Theatera? I've heard they play some sort of role in Corinth, but...
Oh, no. These women are unlike any other you'll meet. A force.
Ali! Come back inside!
Ooh, this... When you reach Corinth, find Anthusa. No...
Anthusa in Corinth. It's not much, but it's a start.
If it isn't the one who agrees that knowledge is most...
I think we agreed our use of that knowledge couldn't be more different.
You really intend to use this young destruction to avoid...
You have been arguing a single point all night and no one has a black eye?
We're discussing the nature of rulers. Where better to do so than here? I'll ask you the same question I asked Thrasymachos. Would you agree that the act of ruling...
It is an art, as all worthy undertakings are. That is not up for...
Yet, medicine is for the betterment of the patient, and not the physician. Carpentry improves the building, not the builder. Then, is the art of...
Don't be absurd!
I've seen enough of the world to know that there are no just rulers. Even Pericles
is a Spartan general who brings order to his troops, thereby saving his own life self-serving?
Ruling a city and fighting in battle are different things.
By practicing the art of war, doesn't the general guarantee some of his troops a ferry ride to...
You just said a general isn't self-serving when he brings order to his troops. Then you said he is self-serving because retreating would...
I never tried to say anything.
But you just said those things.
I said the words, but I didn't say anything at all.
You're wasting your time.
Aspasia.
I couldn't help but notice your talent for debate. Well done.
Socrates is an...
Ah, Phoebe. Pericles has retired to the balcony already, has he? His ability to sneak off and sulk is second to none.
I can go get him, and Cassandra can help. Everyone listens when she talks.
That'll be fine. Run along. Cassandra will be right behind you. Now, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Aspas...
Your spies have been watching me.
We do what we must to survive, and there's no shame in that. It's...
These may be the nicest clothes I've ever worn.
You never really get used to... It seems we have the attention of the entire room without a single eye being fixed on...
I'm searching for a woman who fled Sparta with her child years ago. I was hoping you might help.
What clues do you have to her whereabouts?
A physician named Hippocrates may have seen her in Argos.
He's a good man. If you find a woman named Agathi there, do let her know.
Alcibiades gave me the name of a woman in Corinth.
I'm sure he did. My dear friend, Anthusa, is the only one I know who's enjoyed a life in Corinth through legitimate means. Mostly...
That's all I have.
There is another option. In a former life, when I needed something done or someone found, I contacted a...
What's his name?
Her name is Xenia. When we last spoke, she was in chaos. A word of caution.
Thank you, Aspasia.
When you're done, return here. Together, we... Now do me a favor and get Pericles to come down here and greet his guests.
Just got here. You can't leave already.
Don't need beyond these.
Cassandra!
I didn't send for you. No matter how you've dressed for my party, Phoebe shouldn't have let you in.
Aspasia told me to come find you.
She says I don't interact with our guests enough. But technically, you're a guest. If you join Herodotus and me, that should be enough for her, don't you think?
You really don't want to go downstairs, do you?
When your days are spent speaking in front of crowds.
Or as silent as I let it be, at least.
Phidias was awaiting trial, but you had me get him out of Athens. I figured you, of all people, would want to follow the law.
Phidias is a very dear friend. I didn't want to risk him being found guilty.
So you knew?
I know he's delusional, but One day, when you have a friend you'd do anything for, you'll understand.
I don't understand why you had Anaxagoras ostracized. Socrates said...
I won't risk the lives of those close to me if there's something I can do about it.
So you did this to protect him?
Anaxagoras understood my fears. 10 years may be a long...
Why send Metiochos to the fishing district if it's dangerous?
I would never have sent him into danger willingly.
It seems you have many loyal friends.
My people are important to me.
Your life is in danger.
Yes, Herodotus was saying. This cult doesn't worry me. I have my life threatened by far worse people every day.
The Spartans aren't your real concern, Pericles. The cult is coming.
Listen to her, Pericles.
The Spartans are immediate. A cult's threat...
I'm... related to one of the cult members. And I believe him when he's...
Sound counsel to consider. I'll be...
Aspasia sent me to see what's taking you so long.
Tell Aspasia I'll be right there. I suppose this is where our conversation ends. Thank you again for helping.
Time will tell.
Τον ήπιον της.
I'll help you however I can during your travels.
You look tired.
Only of conversation. I think that's the...
See? You didn't need the weapon after all. Are you leaving?
I'm not done with these people yet.
Ποιος εμέ περιπέσει.
Dionysus, there you are. Everyone else here...
What did you have in mind?
One of us will sing, then the other, and then back again. We'll...
Let's do this.
I want to play too, but who should...
Every Pedies should start. It was his idea.
Fine, but...
Is there any other kind?
At the flick of a limb comes Aspasia's whim, and Pericles' walls aim to contain us all within.
The Spartan hordes outside eat your cattle and children alive. They dance at your walls, they don't rain but they squall.
Pericles guarantees death for us all.
Oh, so bring your merchants and bring their butlers. If they be sons, they bring their fathers. This is war, war, war.
Bring your murderers to the crimson quiver. Bring the helots if they be spillers. It is war, war, war.
War is tough. The more we fight, the more
we love. Let the juices...
The stupid sweepers, the genius cheats.
So grab your spears and grab your daggers. This is war, war.
War, 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 war. Enough,
best!
Here, take this to remember the...
You should find Hippocrates in Argos. I'm sure he'll help you.
Thank you for your help, my friend. Thank you for your help, my friend.
You look tired.
Only of conversation.
See?
I've had enough Athenian hospitality.
You get used to it. What are you going to do now?
There's a woman on the island of Chaos that I need to meet. I think I'll head there first.
I've heard there are pirates there.
I'll be sure to be careful.
Good. Before you go, I heard something from Aspasia. About Kefalonia.
What is it?
She said there was some sort of plague. You don't think... My friend, the blood fever.
Don't think like that. Whatever happened on Kefalonia isn't our fault.
Okay. Thanks. I knew I could count on you.
Not going to beg to come along this?
I'm happy here. And this isn't Kefalonia. That means you'll be back.
That's very true.
Plus, I really like working for Aspasia. She says she has a mission for...
I'll see you soon, Phoebe.
Bye, Cassandra!
Ryder told me you'd be expecting...
Just...
διαφυγή με δεύτερη παντήτρο.
Talking in circles may work on others, Socrates. Cassandra! I knew you'd be back for more. I can't say it hasn't been on my mind, but alas, we must save it for another time.
Whatever you say.
I hate to cut our conversation short, Socrates, but I believe you've talked enough for the both of us. We must find another use for that mouth of yours.
Speak to him long enough, and you may find the smallest hint of knowledge veiled deep behind his enthusiastic advances.
A compliment and an insult in the same sentence. He truly is gifted. You've arrived at the perfect time. I have a friend named Sophanes who wants to become an Athenian citizen, but he needs a bit of help. Your help.
I can't wait to hear why it's my help he needs.
Any Mystios would do, really, but you're my favorite. All you need to do is sign my friend's name on a little list.
There has to be a reason Sophanes can't sign the list himself.
Well, he would, but he isn't nearly as able as you are.
Meaning?
Meaning you have skills he doesn't possess.
Why Athens? Surely he's a citizen somewhere else already.
Everyone wants to be an Athenian citizen, even if they don't say so.
I didn't realize you had a little...
Of course you are! Although, if you ask nicely, I would happily let you be on the bottom.
This sounds simple. Now,
there's the small matter that you'll have to enter the Metroon, where you're not allowed, and...
So he's trying to become a citizen illegally. You should have led with that.
I'll try to remember that the next time. The bill...
I don't speak in circles or any other shape. You answered one of my questions and...
Did you forget what...
This sounds...
There's this...
So he's...
I'll try to remember. And another. Ooh, and another.
Αληθώς του το συνέβη.
Trouble if I'm spotted here.
You're under close watch.
There. His name's been signed. Time to get back to Alcibiades.
My faith.
Sophanis' name is on the list.
I see. Well, sometimes blood must be shed. Now that you forged my friend's name on this...
If you told me this needed to be done before, I could have taken care of it already.
Maybe, but this way I get to see you more often.
Just tell me what you need.
Unfortunately, getting Sophanis' name on the list doesn't make him a citizen. He also...
So you want me to be the witness?
If only it were that easy. No, there's...
I'll find your...
Perfect.
There must be a good reason.
Of course. The witness must be an Athenian citizen, but it can't be a friend. Be careful with Perus, though. It's easy to lose ones.
If there's more after this, I want to know now.
Of course. This should be the...
Should?
I mean, is.
Time to find Perus.
He's often around the
And I just ask him to help?
Peros needs to say that the parents of Sophanis were both Athenian. How you get him to do it is...
Witness. There you are. That's the guy Alcibiades called handsome?
You tell Theon I'm not giving him anymore. If he wants to talk to me, he can come himself.
I'm not here about debts.
Well, what do you want then?
There is a man trying to become an Athenian citizen. You're going to be his witness.
Me? Why?
Because Alcibiades said you're the one to do it.
Ah, Alcibiades. He is persistent. And who is this man I meant to help?
His name is Sophanes.
Sophanes. I know that name well. I won't help you though, not for him.
I don't know him. Why don't you want to help?
True Mystios never get all the information up front. Sophanes betrayed his men for Drachmi. He deserves death, not citizenship. Ah, look, it isn't your fault. You didn't...
Sounds like Theon may be sending someone to collect from you. Wouldn't it be nice to have the drachmi you need?
Fine. I'll do. Oh, make sure Sophanes doesn't know I was part of this.
You've returned!
Socrates too, it seems.
Much like you, he just... I hope there were no issues.
Yes, he just needed a little push.
Ah, I was worried about that. Well, you did the right thing.
You kept information from me. Information that would have been nice to know.
I believe people like Sophanes deserve second chances.
Next time, let me decide what matters to me.
Understood. I should give Sophanes...
Do not bad citizens do harm to their neighbors and good citizens good? Is it possible to tell if someone will be good or...
A person isn't the same forever. Someone bad...
But is the inverse not also true? Someone considered good can then...
We can't. One thing I've learned is people are unpredictable. It's what makes my job so hard sometimes.
If what you say is true, we can either hope we are right and that people will be good, or limit... I wonder then if bad actions can reverse good, or good actions can reverse bad. Perhaps we can speak on that another...
Thank the gods.
that impression. The laptop. I wonder how many steps Ermicos has
Here, friend. Anything a mercenary can...
Misthios, hear me, I've seen it. The fall of Athens as we know it.
You've seen what?
The flower that withers under the loving gaze of the sun. A great sickness is on the horizon. Despair will consume Athens.
That was some, beautiful poetry.
It wasn't poetry. This is real danger I'm talking about, and I need you to do something about it.
What do you want?
Great warrior, you have arrived at just the right time. To save the city from despair, deliver this single wilted flower to the city physician. Only then will he know of the storm ahead.
So you need me to deliver it?
You got it. The job?
I'll help you.
It's time, so...
We're done here.
Will you just move? Step aside.
A delivery for you.
Thanks. Here, for your efforts, mercenary.
Hermippos has gone too far, Socrates. Pericles gave everything to Athens. Yet, we must still hear of...
Aristophanes, have you not done seemly things to Hermippos?
How dare you compare me to that man? His plays are a nuisance. Something I could come up with in an afternoon, and a drunken one at...
The same audience you judge. Should it not be...
Careful, Socrates, else I make you a character. Do you agree with Socrates that Hermippos should say what he wants?
This may be the first time I've seen Socrates listen more than he...
Remember it well. You may not see it ever again.
I prefer to think before I speak, and now, having thought, I shall. Tell me, just as I am allowed to say what I wish...
Of course not. And there's much you've said that I'd say you shouldn't have, Socrates.
What if I say offends one, but is loved by another? Should I say nothing in fear of what...
That would be nice, yes.
If you have such an issue with Hermippos, why not do something about it yourself?
I'd like to, but I haven't been able to find him.
It can't be that hard to find Hermippos.
That's what I thought as well. Maybe he's afraid I'll find...
Once Hermippos is in front of you...
I'm not entirely sure yet.
It almost sounds like you're...
Ha! Me? Envious of him? Making someone sad...
Wherever Hermippos is...
I hope you do. His residence would be a good... What is it?
Wherever...
I hope you...
Better stay hidden. Doesn't look like Hermippos is here. I should take a look around. mask from the cult of Cosmos. Hermipos must be a member. This is a lot of money for someone like Hermipos. Explains his residence, at least. Looks like Cleon made notes for Hermipos on his play. Everyone's a writer.